Hello.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. Welcome everybody to the beautiful Wildwood. We are back at it. My name is Megan Holland from Ventnor City Beach Patrol.
Alex Grassi from Brigantine City Beach Patrol.
And we are very happy to be here on a very sunny, warm, hot day here at Wildwood.
Yes, also festive.
It is.
It is.
It is Christmas in July. Happy Christmas in July, everybody.
Yes, a lot of Christmas lights out there today on the way down we saw. It was very...
yeah, right over there. Did you see the candy canes in the
I
little
did.
spot
For
we
the
were
after
walking
party,
in?
I think it's going to be great.
So this is the Dutch Hoffmans tonight. We are excited that we are much closer to the water. The last few years we've been up at the boardwalk, so we have a much closer view. There's some of our drone footage now. It is a beautiful day. We have a nice ocean tonight too, Alex.
Yeah, it was brutal in Brigantine today. We had really bad southerly winds and chop on the water. We came down here and it was absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, same with Ventnor. So we're excited to see what that brings for the competitors tonight. The Hoffmans is one of the bigger races. There are 8 events tonight, both men and women. We'll have the men's doubles rowing race, the men's singles rowing race, and then we'll have male and female races in the 1 mile run, the paddle, and the swim.
Yeah, this is the start of the playoffs for lifeguard racing, really. It's, you know, most of the city's championships are done, and this is the best of the best right here that are trying to get ready for the South Jersey Championships.
Yeah, this is definitely the first time that everybody gets to see everybody from, usually the Northern Patrols have their own races, the Southern Patrols have theirs. This is the first time we will see all 15 patrols meet and see where everybody stands.
It's going to be exciting. You get to see some of the new young kids coming up and some of the old guys that are still, you know, battling for that, you know, championship that they're looking for.
Yeah, absolutely. So we have all 15 patrols here today. We have a variety of competitors. We will be starting off first with the doubles row in about 9 minutes. You can see in the picture here, all the boats are lined up along the shoreline. As we've mentioned before, you can see that this is the general start with the oars outside. This doubles race has 2 rowers in the boat. The bow man is closer to the bow and the stern man is in front of him. And there's Mike McGrath and Sean Duffy from Longport.
Got his brother Brian there, new coach of St. Augustine Prep.
Very nice. And these boys just won the Upper Township Bay Race last week.
Yeah. It was a battle, I think, between them and Avalon, right?
Yes.
It was close. I think it wasn't. They didn't take it till the very end.
Yeah, that's a tough race.
Yes.
For a bay race.
Yes, it's definitely all of 6+ miles.
Yes, I think they claim 6, and I was talking to Sean. He said 7.3. Did you do it this year?
No, I did not do it this year. It's been a while since I've done it, but I have done it. It's definitely further.
Yes. You expect a little bit easier of a row in the bay and not so much.
No, because you got that little inlet there that's always tricky with the currents.
Definitely. So there we have Kate May. Rowing for Kate May tonight is Alex Krant and Zach DeVal. And there's another one of our wide shots. So you can see there's a little bit of a shore break, but overall not a lot of wave action tonight.
Yeah, not much. They should have a pretty easy time getting out through that surf, and it's just going to be dealing with that chop, kind of picking the boat up together and sending it.
There we see the lovely Ferris wheel. Lots of people having fun, cooling off. The water parks looked busy.
Yeah,
Good day for that.
I think somebody said it was the hottest day of the summer today.
They said it was supposed to hit the 90, 95.
Yeah, I think I heard 105 in Philly, which is crazy to think about, you know, while we're down here.
Thank God we're down here.
Thank God.
There's something to be said for an ocean breeze.
Yes.
There are some of Wildwood Beach Patrols getting ready for the first few events. I must say Wildwood does a very nice job down here of getting all 8 events in. I was a little skeptical when we first came down here and they were doing the new format and adding in more female races, but it's very, very impressive the way they can get them all in very efficiently before daylight ends.
You know, this time of year is when, you know, we start seeing that sun creep down a little earlier every day, and it gets sad, and we don't really like to talk about it, but I will say it is impressive how we get all this in, because, you know, we like a lot of racing. We like a lot of different events. The paddleboard is unbelievable to watch. There's a lot of bumping and shoving, and it's going to be a fun night of racing.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's the wide shot. You can see the boats again. You can see some of the paddle boarders. Everybody's getting a lot of their warm-ups in now before the race starts. And as we were saying before, so we have 15 boats tonight. The boats closest to the bottom right-hand corner of your screen is roughly lane 1. Lane 1 tonight is Longport. Lane 2 is North Wildwood. Lane 3 is Ocean City. Lane 4 is Brigantine. Lane 5, Atlantic City. Lane 6, Ventnor. Lane 7, Cape May Point. Lane 8 is Wildwood Crest. Lane 9 is Margate. 10 is Stone Harbor. 11, Upper Township. 12, Cape May. 13, Sea Isle City. 14, Wildwood. And 15, Avalon. Yeah. So if you're watching at home and cheering on one of your hometown crews, that's roughly the order that they will be in tonight.
Yeah, we'll see where Longport wants to set up with the flags and the wind, and you know, we have a, I don't know, what do you think, 10-mile-an-hour breeze from the south?
Yeah, honestly, it does feel calmer here than it did at home on our island.
And I didn't go to the meeting, but I'm pretty sure it's a Cape May turn, right?
Yes, Cape May turn.
Cape May turn.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the 50th.
And we're listening now to the openings for Wildwood Beach Patrol. Oh, Christmas in July. There you go.
Yeah.
And we're going to start off this evening. If I can ask everyone to
little national anthem.
put your hand on your heart, and we're going to have a moment of silence for two very important figures in Wildwood lifeguarding history. Michael Rugash and Bill Kimball.
Keep going.
So we ask that everybody will get a moment of silence now, please. Okay, and we'll also ask everyone to please remove their hats. American flags right up here. We'll start this evening with
Beautiful.
Beautiful. I mean, not many places. You get a water park, a beach, and lifeguard racing all bottled up in the one night.
Yeah.
get ready to go ahead. Let's get the boats.
All right. So we're about 2 minutes away from the start.
Perfect ocean tonight. Unfortunately, right now, no little bumps, but you know how the ocean goes.
All right, and there we are gonna. So again, so the start of the doubles race will be a floating start. So all of the rowers will be out in the water. The boats will be floating. The bowman will be on the northern side of the boat, left-hand side if you're watching your screen, and the sternman will be on the opposite southern side. They'll be waiting for a flag start as well as typically a horn.
Yeah.
They usually go to start.
Yeah, and what I like to look at is to see the different sort of plan that they have getting quick. Do they want to get in later, try to push through it? Because it definitely plays a big part in setting the tone.
Absolutely.
For the start. And everybody does it a little bit different.
It's interesting, yes.
You know?
You know what else I've noticed is the placement. I mean, you rode.
Yeah.
Where did you put your spare?
I always put it in the back.
Did you?
I did put it in the back.
That's funny. See,
yeah.
I always had it next to me.
Yeah, because in the beginning I would have it next to me, but I felt if I could just grab it and I could reverse pop it, it was faster.
Yeah. See, I always worried about it getting caught on the flag on a
Okay.
turn.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't need anything else in my way. Turns were not my strong suit.
Yeah.
I didn't need anything else possibly knocking me off course. There we have the boys from Upper Township. Upper Township tonight is Jim Nielsen and James Garreau. And that was actually their, Lorna Connell was there, they just won the doubles row. She's one of the doubles and singles rower for Upper Township. They won the race in Ocean City this past couple weeks ago.
Oh, the Ocean City Girls race. Yeah,
Ocean City Girls.
That was a great course they had.
It was so nice.
Really nice. It was different. It was on 58th
I
Street,
agree.
right?
It was. I loved
it
it down there.
Yeah, because we have so many races. You know, these are the big ones, but we set up. Row up. Here we go. We're getting ready.
Okay, so you see the boats moving on out.
And then what'll be interesting is when they get in, you can I don't know if we'll show the footage, but they'll usually have the chief or captain or lieutenant will hold the course for them, so they don't have to constantly look back.
Yeah. Okay, so you can see the boys starting up. You'll see the typically the rookies, the young guards holding out the poles. That is the unofficial start line for them. It allows the starters and the judges to have a straight vantage point. So typically the boats can go out to that point, but they certainly can be in sooner or a little closer.
Yeah, and you can see they're pretty deep, so you kind of get worried about a wave breaking over the bow.
Yes.
Where they're at. So you can see some of the crews are actually not all the way on the line, because that's the worst thing in the start. You get water in the boat.
Absolutely. Or not even be able to get in. You know, you want it to have a little bit shallow so you can get your boat in.
And it's all not fair. You figure you're spanning a shoreline, and everybody's going to have a little bit of different beach they're going to have to start with. But the double is so long. If you're a strong crew, it's a very small part of the race.
Yeah, absolutely. Not quite, a little more important than singles.
Yes, way different animal singles than doubles.
Yes. So there are the boys. They're waiting. You can tell that they're looking towards the south. Most likely that's where the flag is going to be dropped from. Actually, there we go. And there they're off.
And they're off. Here we go.
So you can see the bow man's getting in. The stern man will push to the back. And they'll hop in right there.
All right.
So we have North Wildwood. It looks like Longport's just out of our shot. Yep. North Wildwood's lane 2. So there's Upper. See some of the boats in the middle.
That's a pretty good shot right there.
Very nice. Yes, you can see there's a handful of boats, and when there's not a lot of wave action, everybody can get out pretty cleanly.
Pretty clean. That was really, everybody did get out.
There's your Brigantine boys.
There they go. They're looking pretty strong tonight.
Yes, and this year we have Jack and Brandon.
Yes,
Savell,
Jack
right?
And, Joe.
Joe, I'm sorry, Joe.
Jack.
Sorry, Jack.
That's right, Jack is
here
tonight,
I probably just made your day. Sorry,
yeah,
sorry, Joe.
He's there rooting him on. He had to go and get a real job after
yeah,
his
it's the worst.
career. Yeah,
the worst.
And but no, the next one's up, little Brandon Savell, and he's out there absolutely, doing a great job.
They won the last 2 races, right? They won in Longports and in Brigantines.
Yes.
So it'll be nice to see how they shape up against all these other crews.
Yep.
So all of the beaches tonight. So I'm going to go through some of the competitors tonight. So Avalon Beach Patrol is Gary Nagel and Dave Julian. Atlantic City is Nick Gudera and Vince Grenice. Brigantine is Joe Savell and Brendan Savell. Cape May is Alex Cranch and Zach DeVoe. Cape May Point is Garrison Swan and Gabe Siravin. Longport is Mike McGrath and Sean Duffy. Margate is Bobby Bechtel and Hayden Smallwood. North Wildwood, Dante DeFruscio and Kevin O'Brien. Ocean City, Matt Oves and Kevin O'Sullivan. Stone Harbor, Joe Tortella, Andrew Newman. Sea Isles, Connor McNamara, Pat Scampanecco. Sorry, Pat, I mess up his name every year.
Scanapico, maybe?
Scanapico, thank you. Upper Townships, Jim Nielsen and James Garreau. Ventnor is Matt Spires and Mike McMenamin. Wildwood is John Livingstone and Pat Clements, and Wildwood Crest is Jake Klecko and John Steger.
So this is, I mean, this is a great race right here. I mean, it is anybody's race.
Also, Beach Brew.
Looks like Brigantine is in the bright orange boat.
Yes. We got North Wildwood's right there on their tail.
I see Atlantic City, and it looks like Ventnor even.
Yes.
All right, boys. So Mike McMenamin and Matt Spires, they've been rowing together a few years now. Matt actually just won the singles in the Classics.
Yes, I think that's Margate out there too.
Yes. So that's Bobby Bechtel and Hayden Smallwood. Bobby was second in this race last year.
Yeah, I think we got Ventnor one, Margate, then Brigantine. Oh, sorry.
Very nice. There's Upper trying to make a move. There's Sea Isle and Wildwood. There's another nice shot as they approach the singles flags. The singles race is a little long here.
Yeah,
yes.
It looks long.
It was long last year. It's about 3.5 minutes that they're approaching that. But it's still a very tight race.
Yeah.
So you see Longport here down at the bottom of your screen, Mike McGrath and Sean Duffy. And they do row very nicely together.
They do. I mean, they've been rowing forever.
Yes. It certainly makes a difference, you can tell. And I would think the same for the Savelle boys. I mean, brothers,
I mean,
gotta have something.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it looks like, you know.
Yeah, it looks like Longport was up as well.
Yeah, it looks like it's up.
That's a nice shot of the stern. So you can see when you're rowing in this race, obviously the wind becomes a bit of a factor, but you really want to keep the bow down. And you can see it well in this Longport boat. You see the little bit of the run and a little bit of the puddles coming off of the oars. So that's really when you can tell that they're cranking away.
Yeah, and their rate's kind of high. They're just picking it away and just keeping the boat moving.
Yeah, but it does. It looks like Longport is up, followed by Ventnor, Margate, and Atlantic City and Brigantine also in the mix. And that looks like Avalon was just at the top of our screen. They're in lane 15. Those boys have done well so far this year also.
Yeah, and it looks like they're actually almost at the doubles flags from this angle.
Yeah, they're definitely getting close. So you can tell it's a long.
So what was your favorite part of the race when you rode?
When I rode? Oh, my God. You know what? I honestly do like doubles more than singles.
Absolutely.
And I think that, I don't know, the settle. I like this. Honestly, no. What am I talking about? I like the end. I liked when I turned around and I hit the singles flags and I'm coming back in, and that's when I can really pick up my pace.
Yeah.
And what about you?
I was always, I like to start. I was a starter.
Yeah?
I like to get in. I like to jump. And it was, I enjoyed that part. If I had to pick a specific part. Coming in, it was always good, but, you know, you always get worried because you're so exhausted at the end of the race, and making sure you had enough to be able to jump back and get that wave.
Now, were you a stern man?
I was always a bow man, believe it or not. Yeah.
Me too.
Yep.
I like the bow. So now you can, looks like they're approaching the turn.
Yeah.
Looks like we furrow up. There we go.
Up, here we
so
go.
Looks like Longport's turning first. There goes Margate, Ventnor, Brigantine, Atlantic City.
Right now.
So this is definitely a tight race. Oh. Looks like Ventnor collided a little bit.
I mean, after this is anybody's race.
Absolutely. And it doesn't look like they're going to get a lot of love
No.
from waves. Even humps. I'll tell you what, I used to hump on every swell possible.
Yeah, and you know what? It's the older crews are going to know when they can, when they fall off that wave, they got a little, they get a little bit of a break.
Yeah, absolutely. So it looks like Longport's out to a solid lead right now.
Yeah.
Although it does still look like Ventnor, Margate, Brigantine, Atlantic City are all in the hunt. So there you can really see the run and the puddles coming off of that boat. Definitely shows that they are moving.
Yeah, their rate is really high too. I mean, they're hacking at it.
Well, I mean, they just rode a 7.3 mile race. This is nothing.
Yeah.
So we're right at about 7 minutes now. as the boys are making their way in. And it's nice being in that position and being able to see the full field and the full field being behind you.
Yeah, it's always easier to row with the lead.
Absolutely. A little more fun, too.
Yes, just pushing them back.
But like we said, anything can happen. Ocean racing.
It's ocean racing. As soon as we get through those singles flags, we'll really start to see a little more. Here's a swell they're going to get onto right now. And then it looks like Brigantine just got on one.
Yeah, it's still, I mean, first looks pretty, it looks like they have a solid lead, but anybody's race for the rest of this.
Yep.
And in majority of these races, the top 5 in every event score. So first place gets 5 points, 4 points, 3, 2, and 1, respectively. But that's a pretty solid lead. And then honestly, for second, it looks like Brigantine, Margate, Atlantic City, and Ventnor are all neck and neck.
Yeah.
Looks like Ventnor got caught up a little bit at the flag with whoever was next to them, maybe Point. But like you said, it's a long race. There's a lot of water to make up. So looking at it, Brigantine is lane 4. Atlantic City is lane 5. Ventnor is 6, and Margate is 9. There's a nice shot.
And they are through the singles.
Here they come into view again. And I do like the aerial shot. You can really see how they catch together.
Yep.
It's a very pretty stroke. Alex and I both come from the crew world also.
Yes, a lot less legs.
Yes.
You know, there are still legs. It's still the strongest, muscle in your body, but it's a lot of back.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, they are, Longport right now is just putting on a show.
Yes, the rate is high.
The rate is high, and I think they're just, with this south wind, they're just getting behind it, and, they're just picking it off.
So we are coming up on 9.5 minutes in this race. They're roughly usually in the 13 to 16 range. We can actually see them this time around.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is nicer than the watching the tram cars last summer. Colin, I like the upgrade.
Yeah, they probably still got about a minute till they hit the shore, but right now they're just hoping for that wave. If you're not in first, you're just looking for something.
Yeah,
Any
absolutely.
little bit of ocean that can pick you up, and it looks like right now there's a little bit of a lull, and the second place is coming in.
You can see North Wildwood in the frame right here.
Yeah, they kind of closed the gap a little bit.
Yes.
But it looks like we got Brigantine in second now.
Looks like Brigantine.
It looks like they're on a wave right now. If they can hump that a little bit, they can just,
There's a little bit of swell picking up.
Yeah, there's something in the back right here, it looks like.
So as you get closer to the shore, you'll start to see you're able to pick up a bit more, a little bit of something. There, they're passing the buoy for the swim.
Yep.
And now we're entering one of my favorite parts. When you're close and you can start to hear the crowd and
everybody's cheering.
Everything you got left.
And you're just throwing it back into that bow, just hoping you can drop it onto a wave and just cruise through.
Longport humping on something. Yep. You can see Brigantine behind them. Yeah, a little bit of a swell. There you go, boys.
Yep. Looks like that's just going to be a definite...
Yeah, so with the rowing races, the finish line will be the same spot that they started at. So this one will be a water finish.
Here you go. They're going to drop in on this one real quick.
Yeah.
Jump back. Doesn't even have to.
So they're going to cross that line where the boys are standing, girls are standing with the poles. That is definitely a handily won that one.
Yeah.
Nice job, boys. So now it should be interesting to see second and third, fourth and fifth.
Yeah, because every point matters here.
Yes.
It's great to win your race, but taking it home as a team is what.
Yeah, and that was definitely. Here comes a little more waves. Looks like Margate's copping on a wave. Yep. Brigantine looks like right behind them.
Yep, and that'll be 1, 2, 3 there.
And then looks like Upper right there. Very nice. Looks like Brigantine third place. And then looks like Atlantic City coming over.
Atlantic City fourth, and Wildwood, hometown, Wildwood in fifth.
And Wildwood made a bit of a comeback up at the top of our screen. Very nice. So as we had said, so that if you're keeping track of the points at home, that will be Longport with first place will earn 5 points. Margate in second will earn 4. Brigantine will earn 3. Atlantic City will earn 2. And Wildwood will earn 1. And in these races, every point counts. And every point will go towards the final team champion right there. So that hometown team of John Livingstone and Pat Clemens was in 5th. And 4th from Atlantic City was Nick Gordera and Vince Grenice. 3rd were the Savell brothers from Brigantine. 2nd from Margate was Bobby Bechtel and Hayden Smallwood. And in 1st place was the boys from Longport, Sean Duffy and Mike McGrath.
Yeah, and I always think it's just, it's so impressive when you see some of these rowers that are just going to get out and they're going to have a little bit of rest for the singles and they're going to have to jump right back in.
Yes.
I mean, you know.
Yeah, this one's a little bit nicer with so many more events in between, but come jerseys, you were waiting for the swim and that was it.
Yeah, it's just.
Okay, so we're going to hop to a commercial right now. So we're going to stay tuned for a word from our sponsors, Stampone, O'Brien, Dilsheimer, Holloway, and Law, as well as Calvi Electric. Sorry.
Family owned and operated since 1909, Calvi Electric Company is a staple in the South Jersey community. While earning a reputation for excellence with commercial, industrial, and institutional clients, Calvi has always been committed to service. And now, with the expansion into the residential market, we're able to provide electrical services to all of our neighbors. Whether you have an electrical emergency, need to become code compliant, or just a need to upgrade, Calvi is committed to providing all of our customers quality, competitive services and pricing. No job is too big or too small. Please visit calvielectric.com to learn more about our history and capabilities, or call us 609-345-0151.
What's justice to a team with well over a century of combined legal experience, with over 15,000 personal injury cases won and a 99% success rate? It's a decision to speak up for the vulnerable and help them find their voice. It's a stance to never settle for less than you deserve and always demand the utmost respect, because justice isn't a destination, it's something you work for, you fight for, with every case and every client. At Stampone, O'Brien, Dilsheimer Law, we weren't always the big kid on the block. We know what it's like to be overworked and underappreciated in a community of proud, hardworking people who pour their heart and soul into everything they do. We know that either you run the day or the day runs you. So to all our friends, family, neighbors, and clients who have suffered injury at the hands of another, it's time to seek out the justice you deserve. It's time to seek out Stampone, O'Brien, Dilsheimer Law.
Okay.
All right.
Welcome back. So that was an exciting finish to the doubles.
So exciting.
Next up, we will have the female rescue board as well as the men's swim. So what's nice, and one of the things we were talking about with that Wildwood does a very good job of, is to fit everything in. They kind of stagger start, and they'll have the female rescue start, and then once they hit a certain point, they'll start the men's swim. So it's certainly
there's always something
an
to
efficient way to do it. So here's how we stand right now. Longport, Margate, Brigantine, Atlantic City, and Wildwood obviously matches the doubles finish, since that's the only event we've had so far. But As we've said, it's a lot of races tonight, anybody's game.
And everybody has strengths on their beach patrols. You know, sometimes you get that swimmer, you get those rowers, and you just don't know how it's going to end up every year.
Yeah, absolutely. So you can see the swimmers are getting ready, as well as the female paddlers. So it'll be the male swim as well as the female paddlers. It looks like they're setting back up the buoys out there. So it will be a box swim. The paddlers will go around 3 triangular buoys, whereas the swimmers would just do the 2. Their race is a little bit shorter.
And I think this year they're going to have the paddlers pick up the board after a run first.
Yes, that's what I was talking. Max Middleman from Longport. He was pointing it out to me. It's a bit of a run.
Yeah, it's not short. So.
But it happens in a rescue,
yes,
right?
That's
Sometimes
the thing, you know, we say it all the time. Good racers are good rescuers.
Absolutely.
And that's what we're here to do.
Absolutely.
Oh, I think we got right there.
Okay, we're going to go down to Mike, who's with Longport winners Mike McGrath and Sean Duffy. Right to you, Mike.
Thanks, Meg and Alex. We're here with Mike McGrath and Sean Duffy of the Longport Beach Patrol, who just won the doubles. Guys, great race out there. It was a little bit of wind against tide out there. How did that affect the race?
We had a good point off the beach here, and I think we rode straight out, straight in. So I think a lot of crews kind of got sucked down with the tide, and I think we had a good course, good turn, and finished well.
That's great. You guys have been out here now for a while, 42 and 39 years old. What's your secret? What have you had to tweak to stay as relevant as you have?
I'm not going to give all my secrets away, but I'm a student of this sport. I coach rowing for 20-some years now, and you know we're always looking at what oars to use, how much extension to have on our brace, and you know how far to reach, how far to lay back, different things like that. And you know, experience is a big part of it. This is our 20th year rowing together, so you know the training's on, and you know feel pretty good this year so far. So
that's great, Mike. You have to come back for singles now. What are you going to do between now and then to get ready?
Just try to stay warm. Going to throw my jacket on here and just try to stay warm for another 7 events.
That's great. Congratulations. Nice work tonight. Thank you. Nice work. Back to you, Alex and Meg.
Thanks, Mike. All right. Here, so the female rescue board is off. So this year, as Alex was saying, it's a little bit of a run start. It was about a 45-second, probably about a 400-meter run right there.
Yeah, it was not short.
No. And so we have a pretty strong field with this one as well. Even with the run, it looks like Grace Emig out there in front.
She's just so fast. It's awesome to watch her.
Very strong.
She paddles all over the world, and seen her since she's been a little kid and brigantine paddle, and you know under the tutelage of her father, Chief Emig.
Yes.
And yeah, she's unbelievable. We call her Wonder Woman.
Nice. Yeah, she's great, and she won this race last year.
Yes.
She is back, as well as Bryn Gallagher from Ocean City was 2nd place last year, and Kylie Fry from Sea Isle City was 4th place last year.
Yeah, is that Bryn in 2nd place?
It could be.
I know those two have battled it out the past couple years, and they're both super fast battlers.
Absolutely. Yeah, so tonight we have from Avalon Beach Patrol, Alex Glom. Atlantic City is Sabrine Gazaz. Brigantine is Grace Emig. Cape May is Emma DeMario. Cape May Point looks like does not have an entry, as well as Stone Harbor does not have an entry. Longport is Megan Fox, who won the swim in this last year, actually. Margate is Mariana Zappone. North Wildwood, Caitlin Nordberg. Ocean City, Bryn Gallagher. Sea Isle, Kylie Fry. Upper Township, Lindsay Robbins. Ventnor is Alexis Guerreri. Wildwood is Gabby Dealey. And Wildwood Crest, they said it was either Sophia Jerust or Maddie Priest. Guess it was a game time decision for them.
Yes. I guess, you know, sometimes with the conditions, you could be faster in flat water and maybe someone's a little bit slower in the chop. Looks like Grace had a good turn there.
Yes, followed tightly behind, but we're guessing Bryn Gallagher.
Yes. And this is the fun part. When you see them, they're kind of jockeying for that inside position around the apex buoy there, and it could get a little aggressive. But that turn is huge, that first turn.
Yes.
the 2 turns that you got to make, you got to have the inside. And now there's a little bit of drafting going on. And you'll see she'll put her nose right up on that tail and just try to have her cut the friction away from the water, so it's a little bit faster for her. She doesn't have to work as hard, so maybe she has a little bit more left in the end.
Absolutely. So it looks like Grace is still in the lead, which I'm assuming is Bryn behind her. Those two have been battling it out all year. In the Longport women's, they were 1-2. And I believe in the Ocean City, there was a paddle relay. And both these girls were, well, I think Ocean City won. I don't know if Grace paddled in that one. But you can see that these two will be battling it for the majority of the time, as well as the pack right behind them as the rest of the pack is passing that middle buoy.
And they got one more buoy to go around. But, man, that is quite the distance. It is definitely a 2-person race. But as soon as you turn that last buoy, like we say all the time, waves pop up. It is the ocean.
It's true. Very true. So you can see as the paddlers go, it's a matter of preference. Paddling a paddler, I am not. I was much more comfortable in a boat, but you'll typically see they'll either be laying flat on their stomach prone as well as up on their knees are the 2 ways that you'll typically see the paddlers go as the 2 leaders come around that final buoy.
And whoever's in second, I think that's Gallagher from Ocean City.
She's
gonna try to now just look for a wave. That's all she can do at this point.
Yes.
And
there goes the start of the swim. So as we had said, as the lead paddlers turn that final buoy, they will start the men's swim, who will only go around 2 of the buoys tonight. So the paddle race is 880 yards roughly. This one is only 600 yards. And I say only very loosely, because this is ocean swimming is definitely a very different animal than swimming in a pool.
Absolutely, and a lot of these kids are college athletes. I mean, swimming at Division I schools, and they compete against each other all winter long.
Yes, absolutely. And here we have up the paddlers coming into the final little part. You see Grace trying to hop on a wave right there.
Yeah. And you can see they're looking back, just hopefully to, you don't want to get caught in between a set.
Yes. They definitely, just similar to the boats, any little help is certainly what you want. And there goes Grace paddling in, hopping on a little wave. As our swimmers are, it looks like a tight field in the swim as well.
Yeah.
So in our swim, we have from Avalon, Dolan Grishbaum is back. He wasn't here last summer. He was Boston University, I believe. There goes Grace winning, second time. Very nice, Grace.
And Dolan is a South Jersey.
Yes, so he took the summer off last year and is back again this year. So it'll be interesting to see how he fares. He was a strong competitor.
Yes, and last year it was another big college swimmer. Who was it? It was
Zach Vassar was the winner of this race last year. He's back from Margate.
Okay.
So we can see. So some of our swimmers tonight. So we have Dolan Grishbaum from Avalon, Adam Schreiner from Atlantic City, James Haney from Brigantine. That looks like Megan Fox coming in from Longport in the paddle. Cape May is Ty Manuel. Cape May Point does not have an entry. Tommy Armstrong from Longport, Zach Vassar from Margate, Matt Kimbrell from North Wildwood, Jacob Texler from Ocean City, Trevor Nolan, Stone Harbor, Andrew Hill is Sea Isle, Logan Manning is Upper, Brian Falk is Ventnor, Brady Lewis is Wildwood, and Justin Maley is Wildwood Crest. As those boys start to turn that buoy, it's still a very tight race in the swims.
Yeah.
As our girls start to finish up and come in. There's Avalon finishing, followed by Upper. And a lot of these swimmers end up doubling up. I know for Ventnor, our paddler, Alexis Guerreri, is also hopping in the swim tonight as well.
So she's going to have to find some extra energy.
Yes, for sure. Hopefully save some energy in her legs for the kick in the swim a little later.
Yes.
And we're going down to Natalie, who's with Grace right now, the second-time winner of the Dutch Hoffmans. Natalie, to you.
All right, hello, my name is Natalie Oliva. I am Sea Isle City Beach Patrol alumni here with Grace from Brigantine Beach Patrol. She just won the women's paddle here at the Dutch Hoffmans. How was the race?
It was good. I mean, the added element this year with the run, definitely, I mean, running isn't my strong suit, but I did what I could, and I tried to hold the lead. I know Ocean City's Bryn Gallagher is unbelievable. She's giving me a run for my money, so.
Yeah, awesome. How would you say this one compared to, some of the other races this summer? More difficult? How were the conditions?
I mean, it's pretty flat tonight. There's a little bit of a bump with the waves, but compared to the other ones, this one's just a little bit more difficult, especially with that run. But I mean, all lifeguard race paddles are so much fun. So
yeah, it's cool watching all the girls, cheer for each other. Everybody's so supportive. It's such a great community to be a part of. So, well, great race, and see you out there, for some of the other races.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Right.
So we're back here with the swim, and it is definitely a tight race as the boys are coming around that final buoy heading back to shore. So it's tough to see. It's a little easier to see with the rowing events with the names of the boats right next to it.
Yes, it's hard to pick out a swim cap.
But these boys are certainly, and as we've continued to say, even though there's not a lot of wave action, there is enough that if you can hop on something and get that little bit of a push, you are going to use it absolutely. So as the boys are coming in, and as different than the boating races, the paddle and the swim will both finish on land. So you'll see, as you notice with the female paddle, they ran through a chute and are handed a popsicle stick. The swim will be the same format.
Yeah, and you can see, like, even in the back, when you're swimming in, you're going to be looking behind you, and you're trying to get your head out of the water every other stroke or so you can keep your point, because it's really about keeping that point. But if you're not out in first just swimming away, you got to try to get something.
Yes. There's a little bit of a wave.
There's a little wave. It
Oh.
looks like 2 people are on it. It's going to be a race to the end.
We got 2 leaders on the wave.
And now they're just trying to take that stroke of breath and hold your breath and try to ride that wave all the way to the beach and pop.
So
Ooh, they popped up
that
a
looks
little
like,
early.
So Zach Vassar, I think that's in the blue cap, and is that James Haney in the
I
orange?
think in the orange, that is James. So we're going to see. We got a race here.
Wow.
Come on, James. He's
So
going for it.
That's great. So Zach Vassar
no,
was
we
the
got
winner.
somebody else on the other side. Who's that?
Wow.
That was out of
So someone came down, and it is. I mean, there's no real straight line.
Wow.
That was a nice finish.
That was great.
So and that can happen sometimes. Someone might drift down a little bit, but be a little bit ahead, and then it's usually a little quicker to run on land than to run through the water.
Yeah, and I think he said it was Zach who was out front for a while, but like we saw, that wave just carried a bunch of
Carried them
swimmers
in. Very nice, and I see that's Brian Falk from Ventnor, with the red and blue cap finish coming in the water still. And what's interesting with the swim, a lot of these boys, they know each other.
Yes.
And girls, they compete together, they swim together.
All the swim club stuff.
Yes. So it looks like unofficially for the paddle, we had Brigantine, Ocean City, Sea Isle, Longport, and Margate. And unofficially for the men's swim, that was Avalon. That was Dolan Grishbaum coming in, followed by Margate, Brigantine, Upper Township, and Ocean City. So nice work to all of our competitors there. We will be heading into the run next. And as we are watching these guys finish up, you'll probably notice at the bottom of your screen, we have a lot of our fabulous sponsors that are wonderful with us tonight that we'll be talking about a little bit later. Right now, it looks like Mike is standing with Dolan Grishbaum from Avalon, the winner of the swim. So, Mike, we're going to you.
Working hard. Working hard.
You got it. You got it. You got it. All right, we're here with the winner of the men's swim, Dolan Grishbaum of the Avalon Beach Patrol. Congratulations, Dolan.
Thank you. Thank you.
Tell me a little bit about the water conditions today. How important was it for you to get out to that first buoy in the position that you did?
I actually don't even know where I was going out. Like, I was trying to follow the crowd. I was definitely a little north than everybody else, but we were all kind of fighting for a position around the first buoy, and I think I was around like third. So after that, straight away, I just like try to stay like kind of towards shore because I knew it was kind of pulling out a little bit. So and around the second buoy, it was just like me and Zach and Brigantine behind us. So I don't know, I was kind of still my own race, just going as fast as I could.
You left it all out there. Third to first on that wave right in the shore. Talk to me about that.
Yeah, I was second for a while. I was like, I'm good with that. Like, second's fine with me. And then I saw James pass me. I'm like, oh crap. And I saw the wave coming, and I like knew how long the surf was. So I was like, to stay down, don't get up, because you're on the good wave. Like, so it's kind of a guessing game when to get off the wave and start running. I guess correct. So.
First time 15 patrols have been together here in South Jersey. How important was it for you to get this win, considering that South Jersey is 2 weeks away?
I love this race. It's my favorite race. I set up 2 years ago when I won. I set 3 years ago when I won. It's my favorite race by far, more than Jersey's, honestly. Dare I say. I don't know. It was just fun. I love the race.
That's terrific. Thank you so much. Congratulations. Nice effort.
Okay, thank you for that, Mike, and congratulations to Dolan. So as we're waiting for the run to come, and we're going to be cutting to commercial shortly, so we just wanted to thank, again, you'll notice throughout the broadcast in the lower right-hand corner of your screen, a lot of our sponsors. Stampone, O'Brien, Dilsheimer, Holloway, and Law is a fabulous sponsor of ours. They've been part of us since we've been starting this. They are a law firm representing clients all throughout Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and Florida. And they recently helped Wildwood Crest get a new Van Dyne.
Oh, wow, that's excellent.
Absolutely. The Viking Rowing Club Foundation, which is near and dear to my heart. I learned how to row a cruise shell there a million years ago. And I still coach. I still coach the Chicken Dippers.
You are a saint.
Monday through Thursday nights. It's a blast. As well as Calvi Electric is another one of our commercial sponsors this year as well. 110 years.
Wow.
It's a pretty impressive family business that we have in South Jersey. Okay, so we're going to cut to commercial, and you'll hear from some of them, and we will see you right back here in a few minutes.
It's justice to a team with well over a century of combined legal experience, with over 15,000 personal injury cases won and a 99% success rate. It's a decision to speak up for the vulnerable and help them find their voice. It's a stance to never settle for less than you deserve and always demand the utmost respect, because justice isn't a destination, it's something you work for, you fight for, with every case and every client. At Stampone, O'Brien, Dilsheimer Law, we weren't always the big kid on the block. We know what it's like to be overworked and underappreciated in a community of proud, hardworking people who pour their heart and soul into everything they do. We know that either you run the day or the day runs you. So to all our friends, family, neighbors, and clients who have suffered injury at the hands of another, it's time to seek out the justice you deserve. It's time to seek out Stampone, O'Brien, Dilsheimer Law.
Okay, welcome back. So you can see the next two events that we'll be having will be the run. You can see the boys getting started or getting set up to start the run. It is a 1 mile beach run.
Yes.
Which is, as the tide's starting to come up a bit.
It's going to get a little bit harder. You know, you see some people's shoes, no shoes. What's the...
Yeah, it's an interesting thing. I mean,
shoes or no shoes?
Incoming tide. I mean, I'd think hard sand, you know, you could probably go either way.
Yeah.
The incoming tide, you kind of run the risk if your shoes get wet, they get heavy. If you're barefoot, you know.
Yeah.
We are lifeguards. We don't typically wear shoes on the sand, but some of these guys are very talented runners.
Very talented. A lot of Division I runners out there, you know, they do this all school year, and, you know, they'll go back and they'll talk about the Wildwood race and who won, and, you know, it's big bragging rights.
Absolutely.
You know, these are the races you remember.
Yes. And it's nice because this is one of the only races that has a run in it.
Yes.
And you might be surprised. You think of lifeguards swimming, rowing in the water a lot. We run quite a bit.
Yes.
Run
It's
quite
on
a bit.
all of our tests.
Absolutely. So you can see the boys will be getting ready for that start, and
they're
off
off.
they go. So this is a 1 mile run. You can see that they're following the quad. I believe in years past, it's been a 1/4 mile down, a 1/2 mile back, and then a 1/4 mile around again to the finish. And I believe they start and finish at the same spot.
Yeah, it makes it a nice finish, you know, because you get to see more of the race. It's not
Yes.
like
Absolutely. So our runners tonight from Avalon is George Holtenider, Atlantic City, Dan Svek, Brigantine, Joe Savell, Kate May. I don't know if this is...
Matt Hoffman from Brigantine.
I don't know if these... is Joe... I want to say my paper might be a little bit backwards. I feel like Joe Savell is rowing singles.
He
and
is.
maybe
Matt Hoffman is going to be
Matt
running for us,
Hoffman?
Yeah.
Okay.
St.
Okay.
Joe's runner.
Got you. So these are... Apologies, my paper's a little backwards. So let's see. So Margate, Lyndon Wineland, Ocean City, Ryan McGinley, Sea Isle, Mike Carolyn, Avalon, George Holenider, Wildwood Crest, Ryan Lavowski, Cape May Point, Charlie Gerlich, Longport, Ben Cuddley, North Wildwood, Hunter Bostwick, Atlantic City, Dan Svek, Ventnor, Colin Cummings, Upper Rob Edwards, Stone Harbor is Justin Robinson, Cape May is Gavin Malik, and Brigantine is Matt Hoffman.
And just like we were talking about a little bit ago, they were running right through the surf, I think, just to kind of keep that straight line. And it looks like the women are off now.
Yes. So I believe the men make that first 1/4 mile turn, and then they have the women begin.
And the first place guy is running barefoot.
Yeah. All right. So in this race last year, I believe Matt Hoffman from Brigantine was 4th place.
Yes.
He's one of our only returning from the top 5.
Yeah, that Avalon winner was last year, right? He was really
Very fast.
impressive. Oh
Yes.
my God.
And then you can see the men in the upper left of your screen, and the women are down below. For the female runners, Margate's Sophia Day, who won this race last year, is back, as well as Maddie Priest from Wildwood Crest, who was 2nd last year. We also have Ocean City, Georgiana Chalo, Sea Isle Bridget Kennedy. Avalon is Gracie Rapici, Cape May Point, Casey Heimers, Longport, Emma Barnhart. Atlantic City is Samia Gazaz. Ventnor is Madison Siglin. Upper Township, Kaylee Grimley. Stone Harbor, Olivia Orton. Cape May is Colette Ungavi. And Brigantine is Megan Winterbottom.
Yep. And now it looks like they're coming up on that last turn right now, the guys.
Yeah, so it's nice. It's nice that they make it. This is a very user-friendly sport to watch.
Yeah, there's a great crowd on the beach tonight.
It is. It's a beautiful night. So I don't know as much about the men, but I know some of these women. I recognize some of these names. Kaylee Grimley, who's running for Upper Township, is also part of that doubles crew that won last week in the Ocean City from Upper.
Wow, yeah.
I know
they were really well together.
I'll tell you
Very
what,
good
they
crew.
are 2 of the best wave riders I have seen in South Jersey in a long time, male or female. Very, very talented. And they get out and they row.
That's it. That's
it's
what
great.
you got to do. As a young lifeguard, you got to get in the boat.
Yes, absolutely. And there's the men
There's
making that
men's
final turn.
Now you're going to see who's been, kind of keeping their pace and who's ready to empty the tank.
Yes,
And it
absolutely.
looks like it's going to come down to one of these 2 in the front.
And it's an interesting race, the mile.
Yeah, I mean, they're a full-on sprint right now.
Yes.
I mean, they're hanging on for dear life. And I know Hoffman he's won at this race. It's been on his radar, and he's right there. And they're shoulder to shoulder coming into the final.
Is that Matt in one of
stretch, and
these?
Matt is up there, and he looks like
Is
he
he in
just
the
took
white?
lead. He's in the white.
Oh, that's
Brigantine.
great.
Yeah, he runs for St. Joe's. Great kid. His sister is one of our rowers. Comes from a family of lifeguards in Brigantine.
That's
so
great. So as they're
just
coming
like
up on that
Isabel.
finish,
Yes, and he looks like he's really picking it up now.
there he goes. So as they're coming into the finish line,
And
there you go.
looks like that. It looks like a 4:30 mile on the beach.
Wow.
That is impressive.
Absolutely. And that's, I have to say, looking at these scorings, Brigantine's doing pretty well tonight
Not
here,
bad,
Alex.
Not bad.
Very nice, very nice. And as they're finishing up, yeah, it's a hot night tonight too to be running. Get a little bit of the ocean breeze, but it's still very hot.
Just happy to be at the Jersey Shore.
Yeah, absolutely. And I have to say, our runner, Colin Cummings, he's in a band, actually.
Wow.
With his brothers, his younger brothers. So Colin,
What
I
kind
think
of music are they?
Try Smiley's the name of their band.
Try Smiley.
Yes,
All
they
right.
play pretty locally. Yeah, Colin's 19. His brother Kieran, I think, is 14, and then his younger brother, Caden, is 11.
Unbelievable.
They're awesome. They play classic rock covers. Yeah,
Love that. I
really
absolutely love that.
Love the family affair.
Yes.
And really good kids. The Cumming boys have been crushing my junior lifeguard program for years now.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, and then that's a great thing we do with the junior lifeguards and lifeguards in training, or mascots they call it in other towns.
Yeah.
Here's
a tight finish with the girls.
In it, and it's just, this is what they want to watch and see. Yeah.
Oh my
this is
gosh, yeah.
tight.
And there's the girls finishing up. You can see it. The tide's definitely coming up.
I mean, they are cooking.
So yeah, Sophia Day won this race last year, but this is still a little bit of a back and forth battle. You can see they're trying to find a little bit of flat ground. You don't really want to be too wet in the sand because your feet will sink right in. But that's a nice stride she has there in the front.
And I'm sure their college coaches are all watching and, you know, happy they're out there training, getting ready for the season.
Yes, absolutely. So here comes the winners coming in now. And that's a nice, like, trying to see on their arms.
That's
looks
Wildwood Crest.
Wildwood
I think,
Crest.
Right? Wildwood Crest.
Oh, I think
#1.
that's Maddie Priest. So she was second last year. Looks
Wow.
like she's going to win it this year.
Excellent. And it looks like Megan Winterbottom from Brigantine. is
Oh man,
third.
that's great. Okay.
All right, thanks, Megan. Alex, we're here with the winner of the men's 1 mile run, Matt Hoffman of the Brigantine City Beach Patrol. Matt, nice work tonight. Tell me a little bit about that race. You guys came in through pretty bunched up at the half-mile mark. Where did you get separation? Was it physical around any of those turns?
The first turn was a little bit physical, but my plan was just stay behind them, going down this half-mile stretch, let them eat the wind, and then last quarter I kind of just took off with it.
Matt is a rising sophomore at St. Joe's University. How is this different from, how do you like beach running compared to anything else you're doing at St. Joe's?
Definitely different muscles. I mean, like, your calves are more engaged, so it's a lot more grueling, especially in these conditions. Not a flat track, you got a slanted, soft sand beach, so pretty different.
What's next for you right now, leading up to the rest of the season and then back into St. Joe's?
Just keep training, staying healthy, and yeah, focusing on getting my mileage in. So
that's great. Congratulations, nice work tonight. Appreciate it.
Josh. All right, and it looks like we're back to us. You can see some of the boats getting ready for their singles race. And next up will be the flip-flop of what we saw earlier. It'll be the male rescue board and the female swim, and you can see them all getting ready there. You also can see at the bottom of our screen as we're waiting for the next race to start, some of our sponsors that we have.
Yeah, we have Oarhouse and Van Dyne Boats. I mean, the boats they're making now are just unbelievable. Remember the boats when we were kids and just getting into heavy, and they're doing a great job with that. Also, Doc's Fitness, AJ Holland's doing a great job, you know, in Ventnor.
Oh,
with
yes.
the kettlebell classes. I'm sure you can speak a little bit about
Oh, my
that,
goodness.
right?
So I mean, I'm sorry, AJ Holland is my little brother, but he has created such an incredible community in Ventnor. If anybody is interested in getting healthy and getting that community mindset, it's kettlebells. He does group classes, which my little brother beats me up twice a week usually with that,
great.
and you feel great afterwards. He does private
Absolutely.
sessions. Doc's Fitness on Instagram. He has great workouts that he posts. He has an online component. It's really terrific.
That's excellent. And then we have stone crafters. I mean, Bill Millar really set me up. I just had my bathroom redone, and I had a marble top, and he really came through. I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous. The work they do all over South Jersey, when you go into those big houses, most of what you're looking at is his work. And of course, you know, last but not least, Swift Law Firm, family owned, and you know the Swift family is just a hallmark name in lifeguard racing. I mean, I worked with Tom Swift a long time ago, and big family.
Yeah, and they have a lot of, and it's nice. They're definitely one of those generational families.
Yes.
They have all the kids were involved, and now their kids are involved. And I think they were saying his daughter, Jim, and his daughter Margot did the Around the Island Row last year, and I think she was 16. I'm pretty sure she was the youngest girl ever to finish the race.
That's impressive. That's a long way. That's one I've never done.
Me neither.
I'm just not really that interested in rowing.
I have to say. All right, Natalie, we're going to go down to you with the winner, Maggie Priest from Wildwood Crest. Sorry.
With Maddie from Wildwood Crest here, who just won the women's 1 mile run. How fast was that mile? Were you keeping track?
I think it was about 5:40, 5:36. I'm not sure.
Wow, that is fast. I saw you running. You were fighting with, I didn't see what other beach patrol it was.
Ocean City, very talented girl.
Yeah, that's awesome. I saw you guys fighting for it as you're coming through the halfway mark, and then you were able to take off and take it. How did it feel?
It felt good. We got a little hard by the end. Running on stands never the easiest, and those turns are never easy either, but it was still really fun, and the competition was there tonight, so all these girls are awesome, so it was great to run against them.
Awesome. How many races have you done this year? Was this your first race? Or?
No, I've done a few races this year. I've been on our patrol surf dash team, so we've been at the women's comps and some of the other local competitions, so I'd say this has been maybe about like my 5th race out of the season. So
nice. Your favorite so far?
Definitely one of my favorites. It's very nice being able to win and come out here and represent the patrol. So this is definitely very up there.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, congratulations again. What an astounding performance, and you know, good luck the rest of the season and on Surf Dash and everything.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you. Yeah. Good job.
Sorry, I got sweat in my eyes.
Oh my God. No, you're good.
We're gonna move behind the speakers on that side.
You can see the start of the men's paddle going off. Again, similar to the females, there is a little bit of a run in the beginning, and it looks like Max Middleman right there in the front. I have to say, I was talking to Max earlier, and he is another stellar athlete going back to helping his team win the Red Bull quite a few times a few years ago.
Yes, Longport has won that race multiple times, multiple jet skis.
Yes,
you know, they like to fly around. Must be nice.
But yes, he's certainly a talented one. And he was saying, he's like, yeah, I'm happy for a little bit of the run as long as I don't pull a muscle making my way down. And they are off. So again, so this race will be the men's paddle first. Once they turn that final buoy, you will see they will start the female swim. So in this race tonight, I believe we have Mitchell Zappone from Margate, Chase Ritter from Ocean City, Dustin Larrix from Sea Isle, Brad Rhodes from Avalon, Gabe McDevitt from Wildwood Crest. Cape May Point does not have a competitor. Max Middleman from Longport, Lucas Del Fruscio from North Wildwood, Brian Scott from Atlantic City, Ben Iannelli from Ventnor, who has placed well in this the last few years. He was 5th last year. James Carr from Upper Township, Andrew Newman from Stone Harbor, Eddie Fusey from Cape May, John Livingstone from Wildwood, and Kyle Graybill from Brigantine.
And that's like Sean O'Neill was our paddler for the past couple years, another young kid rising up in the
ranks.
And it's just fun to see when we talk about these kids, you know, because all these guys have to get out of town to get in this race.
Absolutely.
And it's really hard. I mean, some people never get a chance to compete for their town, and these guys are out there doing it. So, I mean, you're going to see a little bit of bumping and pushing here as we get through this first apex buoy. It can get a little aggressive because pulling on leashes and kind of getting through it. But that that wasn't too bad.
Yeah, they do say anything goes a little bit out there.
Yeah.
Pushing.
I mean, we don't see any referees around the buoy,
no,
so
that's true.
You know, we always tell the young kids you got to do what you got to do to get in front.
Yeah, absolutely. And you can see in that paddle picture, the board. Again, you see one paddler who's laying prone on his stomach and the other one up on his knees. Personal preference, I think.
Yeah, I think the swimmers tend to lay down a little bit more.
Fair,
they
yes.
have the long arms, more of a swimming stroke, and I think it depends on a lot depends on the condition of where
True.
you're at.
Absolutely.
Coming in and out of the surf, you know.
Yes. And this looks
But
like
man,
a tight race right there.
They are just nose to nose, just stroke for stroke battling out. They're past the second apex buoy, and they got one more to go. Who do we see in the green board? Who is that?
I'm not
the
sure.
inside, but they definitely have the advantage right now because they're going to have a right-handed turn around this apex buoy. And,
It's true.
We'll see what happens with the move. Is that Longport on the outside, you said?
It could be. I want to say it looks like Longport maybe on the blue board, the blue and white board. Yes, that's definitely Max.
So
and
we'll
I'm
see
not
what
sure
Max,
who's on the
what
inside.
he has up his sleeve here coming on
Yeah,
this last
he definitely
one.
has experience.
Yes.
And then you can see in the bottom right, the female swimmers have begun. Tonight we have swimming Ryan Cook from Margate Beach Patrol, Riley Cornell from Ocean City, Kylie Fry from Sea Isle, Becca Kubler, who has been dominating quite a bit this summer.
Wow.
She was second in the Longports to Jordan Rachetti from Longport, who is actually swimming tonight as well. And she just won the Cape May Point Women's Challenge, which is a very tough race.
That's such a tough race.
Cape May Point Kristen Morby does a phenomenal job putting on that show. It's a tough run, swim, paddle. We also have Grace McGee from Wildwood Crest, Samina Bahita from Cape May Point, Jordan Rachetti from Longport, Samia Gazaz from Atlantic City, Alexis Guerreri doubling up from Ventnor, Ava Smith from Upper Township, who was 5th in this race last year, Reese Heltzer from Stone Harbor, Kate Luft from Cape May, Kaylin Barron from Wildwood, and Lainey Harris from Brigantine.
And man, the men are at it right now. They're going. I mean, this is going to be a race. They're going to be on the same wave all the way, and they're going to fight for that stick. And whoever gets the stick, it's their race.
Yes,
you know?
absolutely.
And it's going to be fun to watch coming into this.
Yes.
And if we go ahead.
No, I was going to say I see my boy Ben Iannelli on the outside was trying to hop on a wave a little bit, but this is definitely a close finish for this.
Yes. Yeah.
Can see, looks like he got a little bit of more of a wave.
Yes, and he's just going to pull away from the
in.
pack. And still a little bit of a run, you know. He's got to make sure it doesn't fall off, but.
Yeah, so it looks like
Wildwood.
this is Wildwood, yes.
Yeah, that's an excellent paddle he had.
So John Livingstone from Wildwood, the home team.
Wow.
And it looks like, it's got to be close to finish. There's actually Ben Iannelli.
Ben Iannelli.
Nice.
Atlantic City High School grad. I think he rode.
He did.
Yes.
And he's always been competitive in this race. He's
and I think he has a twin brother, right?
He does, Luke.
Yeah, the Iannelli. Great
They're
family.
good boys, yes. And they have older brother Joe also, who's a chiropractor now.
Oh, wow. I think Dad's a chiropractor.
He
right?
is,
Yes,
yep.
yes.
Great boys.
Yeah.
Wonderful local family. Again, you talk about watching these kids grow up. I've seen these boys grow up on our Suffolk F Beach since they were little groms.
They get older, but we don't, I think.
Yeah,
that's
we'll stick with that.
Yes, absolutely.
Alex and I were talking earlier about how many years we've been on the Beach Patrol, and it's I don't know how it's possible.
I don't know.
I don't know how you've been on the beach for 24 years, Alex, when we're still only in our 20s.
Yes, it's crazy math, but it works out.
It does. I'll take it.
Yes.
Fran and I say that too.
You know, I mean, people are, hey, how you're back again? And you're like, I haven't had a bad summer.
Listen,
but,
beach and teach, can't hate it. And here we have the girls finishing, not quite finishing, but continuing on.
And it's funny, as a girl dad, I love to see the women's races now. And when I bring my daughter to the races, it's like I'm always, you know, they're the heroes, you know?
Absolutely.
And it's nice that they have so many races, and it's a lot different than it was 24 years ago.
It's the truth. Yes, for sure. And yeah, Alex has a beautiful little girl and 2 rambunctious boys.
Yes, yes.
They're going to be Beach Patrol one day?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, here we go. We look like we have a leaderboard up.
It looks like you're Brigantine in the lead.
Yes.
Not surprising. I mean, they've won the paddle, the run, and have 3/3 in the doubles, the swim, and the female run.
Yes. But like we said earlier, like if you would have had me guess. Oh.
Okay. So we are ready to go to an interview for one of our winners in a moment as we're watching that female race finish up. So we'll head to you, Mike.
All right, thanks, Alex and Meg. We're here with the winner of the men's paddleboard tonight, John Livingstone of the Wildwood Beach Patrol. John, great race. I had you 3rd into the water, but you're the first paddler up on his knees and you were on your knees straight through the break. Tell me a little bit about your technique and the importance of getting out to that first buoy first.
Well, I've been fortunate enough to learn a lot from some of the best paddlers in the country down in South Florida. A lot of the top guys will get on their knees as they're going out through the surf. It's easier to put the weight on the back of your feet, get your nose over the wave, and then you can kind of lean a little bit forward, get your neck stroke in the wave, and it's almost like a little ramp down. It gives you a little boost off the back. So you get over them easier, don't lose as much momentum, and get a little extra speed on the way down.
Certainly made the difference for you getting out there. Same thing you had great technique coming in, you caught that swell, that made the difference at the end. Tell me a little bit about the finish of that race.
Yeah, so been fortunate enough to race against some Aussies, and those guys are amazing at catching runners. Try to watch them as close as possible. Some of the best guys in the world, they all have the top end speed, and it all comes down to who is the best at catching these runners. So I try to reserve a little bit of energy for the way in, dig as hard as I can, and make sure anytime I feel energy under me, I get that stroke rate up, and I have it take me as far as possible.
Speaking of conserving energy, you're coming off the USLA regional qualifiers where you place in so many divisions. We don't have time on the broadcast to talk about that. You're also off the doubles race today.
Yep.
So how are you doing it all? Where do you find the strength to do this?
It's just a lot of cardio. I maintain high cardio most of the year. I don't do too many sprints, just a small bit of in and outs through the swell, but I mainly just try to do distance and work on technique. The more efficient you are, the easier the races become. And even though you're putting in energy, it's efficient energy.
Congratulations, John. Great result tonight.
Okay, thank you, John. I learned a lot about paddling from that as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Stellar interview.
Aussies.
So here we have the female swimmers coming in. And again, this should be a tight swim. Seeing that could be Becca in the front.
Yeah.
But we have a lot of stellar female athletes.
Oh man, nothing like getting out of that water after swimming.
Absolutely.
And your legs are just dog tired.
Yes, and having to do that a little bit, but I believe that's Becca.
Oh, we have someone else too in a yellow cap. It's going to be a little bit closer than we thought.
Absolutely. And there's Jordan Rachetti from Longport. And then followed by Wildwood.
Wildwood has had a great showing tonight as well.
They really have. It's nice.
A lot of
it is.
Wildwood.
It's nice to have the hometown finish that up well. So we have somebody else coming in. Looks like Sea Isle. Very nice. So yeah, your kids swim?
Yeah, my son swims for the Seahawks. He's a swimmer. My other one is not. He's a soccer player.
Okay.
But you know, he's a little bit of a surfer. So, you know, we'll get him in when he gets to high school. But
nice.
You know, you feel
your daughter's, I guess, a little young still to decide.
A little young still, but
you see,
you know, you start them out early.
Absolutely.
And
yeah.
But
it's a great sport. I swam, and my stepson, he's more lacrosse, football, contact sports.
I think that's how it works.
Finn,
right? You're either a ball person or a
it's true.
Individual sport person.
And I have to thank my husband, Lynn, is out there giving me play-by-play on all the update
he's
scores.
Doing an excellent job.
Oh my goodness. Because as much as it's nice being so close to the water, but our backs are still to the ocean.
Yes, they are.
So thank you for that.
And, you know, right now as we keep going, I mean, the sun is getting a little bit lower in the sky, and it's definitely going to play a factor in the final event, right?
Yes.
One more.
We do. We do. So as we saw in the points going in.
Oh, interview time.
It should be close. Brigantine's in the lead right now, and I think we are ready for another interview. As these final swimmers finish up. So we're ready, Nat, whenever you're ready, but we will have one final race tonight. And oftentimes it does come down to that, but depending on how these last two events shape up, we'll see what happens. So we'll go to Natalie. Okay, and there's our schedule for all of our broadcasts, so check us out anytime.
Yeah,
and
you remember before this, and you'd have to get lifeguard results, and you might have a part-time job or something, and you were trying to, oh, here we go.
All right, Nat, to you.
All right, I am here with Becca Kubler, who just got first place in the women's swim. How was the race?
It was hard, not gonna lie. It was good though. Yeah. I'm very proud.
Yeah, I mean, the swim is something that I would never be able to do. I was always the above water sport of rowing. But getting in, I mean, how were the conditions today compared to what's been?
Compared to this morning when we went out and warmed up in Avalon, it's like beautiful. It was so choppy this morning, so I was prepared for a much more difficult race for sure.
Yeah. How were you able to use these conditions to your advantage?
I definitely like the flatter. I wear prescription goggles, so when it's flat, it's easier for me to see the buoys. I raced on Wednesday, so I was pretty tired coming into this. I just wanted to put in my best effort, like 100% the whole time, because it was pretty short, and trying to get those points for the team.
Yeah, that was a great race. Congratulations again, and you know, see you out there at some of the other races, and hopefully we're doing this again.
Yeah, we got the Bill Howard South Jerseys next, so I'm ready.
South Jersey, women's South Jersey's the first ever. Woo! So we're very excited for that.
Yes, me too.
So cool. Well, see you there.
Yes.
Awesome. Congrats again.
Okay, you can see we are getting ready for our final event. So the rookies will be heading back out into the water to create that water start and finish line for the singles race. And the biggest difference in the singles as opposed to the doubles, obviously, besides the obvious that there's only one rower, but the start's very different.
Yeah. So you're starting from the stern, and you're pushing through the surf. And once again, like we talked about it earlier, when do you get in the boat?
Yes.
Right? You want to get in when the stern's the lowest. It looks like we have an update.
Okay, so Brigantine's in the lead right now, followed by Ocean City, Margate, Longport, and Wildwood, the home patrol. So it's a nice lead for you guys, but as we said, they could.
5 points.
It's going to come down to singles.
Yes, it is, and nobody's out of it. But like we said, keeping that momentum through the start is so important because if you stop and another wave hits you, you know, you reduce your speed, and that's not what you want.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there's definitely an art to the start of a singles race. My dad always says you can't win a singles race on the start, turn, and finish, but you can lose it on it very easily. It's such a quick race.
And this singles race looks pretty long.
Yes. So. And there's quite a few of our boys tonight who have doubled up.
Yes.
So now, granted, they've definitely had much more of a rest period.
You were a double upper, weren't you?
I was, yes.
Yeah, I've never done that, and I'm always just so impressed by it. I mean.
Yeah. You know, it's not as terrible as you think. There's such different races.
Yeah.
And you surprisingly, you can recover, I think, quicker than you think. You know, I mean, tired, sure. My forearms shot, probably still, sure. But so much of a singles race is adrenaline.
Yeah.
You know, it's a much quicker race. And, yeah, I did do it a handful of times. So.
And really, it is anybody's race. I mean, a wave from anywhere can
yes,
change the race. And,
absolutely.
Where doubles, you got to be pretty consistent to be in the hunt.
Yeah, you have to be in shape.
Yes.
Absolutely. You can see the ones who train and the ones who hop in. But singles is a lot of fun. Definitely. Even though I did prefer doubles to singles. I still kind of do. I'd almost rather put in the work than leave it up to chance. So you can see these guys are starting to push their boats out.
And you see Longport's going to set the point with their lane
yes,
one.
with lane one.
Everybody else has to go off them. So even if you're lane 2 and you want it to go a little bit north, you can't.
Correct. Yes. Lane 1 sets the course. Absolutely. So again, tonight you will have, just to remind us of our order, Longport, it will be lane 1. They will be at the bottom of your screen, followed by North Wildwood. Longport tonight is Mike McGrath. We'll have North Wildwood, Sean Stam. Ocean City is in lane 3 with AJ Oves. Joe Savell will be doubling up again in lane 4 for Brigantine. Atlantic City is in lane 5 with John Swift. Speaking of the Swifts.
Yes, yes.
Oh, that's good to know. Good luck to John. In lane 6, again doubling up, is Matt Spires, who just won the AC Classics in the singles race in a tight one with his brother, Chris Spires, who was 4th in this race last year from Margate. In Point, Cape May Point is in lane 7. We'll have Mike Fitzpatrick. Crest is, I'm sorry, that was Cape May, is Mike Fitzpatrick. Cape May Point is Ben Swan. Wildwood Crest is Jake Klecko doubling up also. 9, as we had said, Chris Byers is in Margate. 10 is Stone Harbor. Stone Harbor is Dennis Bakey. In lane 11, we'll have Upper Township, Will Schukler. 12 is Vince Fitzpatrick from Cape May. 13 is Sea Isle City, Danny Rogers, who was 5th in this race last year. 14 is Wildwood, Vince Fitzpatrick, and 15 is Avalon, Ryan Finnegan. Sorry, Cape May, Mike Fitzpatrick. Got a couple Fitzpatricks tonight that are mixing me up. There's the start flag,
and they're off.
Off we go. So you can see there is something to be said for getting right in the boat or pushing out a little bit. There's Mike McGrath from Longport.
Multiple South Jersey victories from that guy.
Yes, absolutely. It looks like Cape May had a nice start. Longport had a nice start.
And you know what, you never know.
Matt from Ventnor.
Yes, when you fall in love with the sport, he was a hockey player.
Yeah. And it looks like Margate's out. So both Spire boys had a nice start.
Yes.
And again, it's a quicker race. And it's a little bit of a different stroke. I mean, it's obviously a little heavier to pull by yourself than with a partner. But once you get through that start, you're going to start looking. You'll notice them looking behind them for their flags. A lot of patrols have steering on land. So you can see someone holding up an oar right there, steering a little bit. And this is a tight race.
Yeah, very tight.
Cape May, Mike Fitzpatrick out in front right there on our screen. And it looks like Sea Isle maybe right below him.
And that looks like Cape May might be out in front, right?
Yeah, well, that's half the screen, so we'll see what the
other half
the Northern Patrols look like. There we go. That's a good one.
Cape May are right there, stroke for stroke.
Yeah, Longport.
Followed by
it's like Ocean City.
Ocean City, Brigantine, and
someone at the top.
That's Wildwood. Is that Wildwood?
Could be Wildwood. So it's interesting. I know there have been some talk with the Van Dyne boats about the newer boats are a bit lighter. And I know it's interesting to see. I mean, I'm kind of under the theory that the rowers...
the horse, not the carriage,
agreed.
Right? That's what we've always said, you know?
Yes. I mean, and I don't think Longport has one of the new Van Dynes, and they just won the doubles pretty handily.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
But it is nice to see that, you know, progress is improving when it comes to the making of a lot of these boats and the oars. And
it's just you move with technology.
Yes.
And it's nobody wants to row a heavy boat.
No, it's true. I will say I don't need any extra weight in there.
No.
And the Van Dyne name is quite renowned in our area.
It's the best. I mean,
absolutely.
It's what we row.
Yes. And there we do have a very tight race here. So you can still see Longport, Ocean City at the forefront of your screen, as well as a few other boats at the top of your screen, really all trying to battle that out.
And it's just like you said, you know, starts, turns, and, you know, catching waves in. You know, you can't win it, but you sure can lose it, and that's what it's going to come down to in this race.
Yes, and there we have Mike from Fitzpatrick from Cape May, as well as Sea Isle, Danny Rogers from Sea Isle, who's placed 5th in this last year.
Yeah, and I saw him early. He is a huge human being.
Yeah.
Big guy, strong, tall. Nice guy, though, too.
Yes, yes. I got to say, a lot of these, you know.
All gentlemen.
Absolutely. And it is nice. It's definitely a community. Same as we had said, a lot of us swimmers and paddlers, they know each other from the local swim sports and swim teams. A lot of these guys have been rowing against each other for years.
Years.
And there's definitely that mutual respect. They want to win and kill each other, I'm sure, in the length of the race. But, you know, there's always handshakes and high fives and cheers afterwards.
Yeah, because, you know, there's not many careers you can go out and race your co-workers and
it's true, yes.
Your competitors.
Absolutely. So there we can see they are approaching the flag turn, so it will be a Cape May turn.
And it looks like Cape May, then Longport, then Brigantine.
I think that's Sea Isle up top.
Oh, is that Sea Isle?
Mm-hmm.
Turning the flag, we have Sea Isle, Cape May.
Up.
And there's something to be. Ocean City got hung up a little bit on their flag. Longport's out.
Had a clean turn, Mike had.
Yes. And that certainly comes from experience also.
It looks
so
like Margate had a great one too, and the green right there.
So the goal is the goal with the turn, as you know, you want to have a quick turn and you want to get around the flag without getting too hung up on the flag.
It's all timing. You know, when you got to drop that left oar in the water and swing that bow around, you know, south today.
Yes.
And then be able to pick it up and try to do it fluidly so you don't lose that speed or momentum.
Absolutely.
It's huge. And you got to go out there, you practice it all the time.
Yes.
And it's just practicing. And when conditions change, it changes. Like a turn in a west wind is a lot different than a turn tonight.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So it looks like Longport's up right now.
Yeah.
Followed by Cape May, Sea Isle, Ocean City, and Wildwood Crest.
But even as I turn around, I mean, they are still pretty far off the beach.
Yes. Absolutely. So it's still anyone's race, as we can say, with Ocean Racing. But Mike does have a good, strong stroke.
Yeah, and he's another big, he's got to be 6'2", 6'3".
Yes.
And just a commanding presence in that bow seat.
Absolutely. And you can see with the stroke, different, as we said, Alex and I both rode crew, there's a lot more layback in a lifeguard boat. It is a bit of a different stroke, and being able to throw that weight around and really crank on those oars fluidly makes a huge difference.
Yeah, you know, we always tell the young guys, you know, watch rowing, watch, and now
Yes.
they actually can have footage
Yes,
of rowing.
it's true.
And everybody has a little bit different of a stroke.
Yes, I mean, Five Tribe, I have to say, and the South Jersey Racing has done a phenomenal job of really showing people exactly what a good rowing stroke looks like.
Yeah.
These drone footage is amazing, and we're happy to be a part of this.
And it's like any sport, you know, like we had Sean Duffy earlier talking about being a student of the game and
Yes,
the sport. And that's,
absolutely.
And that's what it is. He's been in it for so long because he's, you know, changed it up, or he's learned and he's watched other rowers, and that's how he stayed relevant.
Yeah,
just keep
absolutely.
studying. And, you know, that was, you know, Chief Bergman said to me a long time ago when I was coaching crew, be a student of the game.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
It always stuck with me, and that's where that sort of comes from, him.
Yeah, and it's like anything. You're right. I mean, things are going to change, and continuing to learn and grow and improve is always the best course of action.
You can see him picking it up. He's trying to just milk everything out of that wave. And then now he's a little bit longer in the stroke.
Yeah, I was used to hump on quick, and then breathe.
Breathe. Yeah,
on a little bit of the back end.
When you fall off that back end, you're not really going to be able to.
Yeah, so here we can see, I see Chris Byers from Margate. We have Wildwood Crest and Upper, and Longport still out in front.
Yep, and we're at 7 minutes now.
Cape May still in the hunt, and there looks like
Oh,
Crest
wow.
hopped on a little bit of a
Somebody
wave.
definitely got on a wave.
I think that's Wildwood Crest.
And even with the oars, you can see Mikey's rowing those old Carlisle oars, you know, that they
I love it.
discontinued, which you love. And then we have Oar House, who makes such a great oar.
Yes.
Oh, a little bit of sheer from Cape May there.
Yeah. So it looks like Longport is over. Looks like Wildwood Crest might wave ride it. Oh, stay in the boat. High side. Oh.
That's a bad spot to be in right there.
And then it looks like Vendor might come right through
I
and
think your crew
sneak
just
a
got
second.
Yes,
All right,
they
Matt.
definitely did.
Cape May, and I don't know if they're going to give it to Crest. Looks like he might have lost all of his oars. And then Ocean City coming through, Sea Isle at the top.
But yeah, I mean that was a great finish.
Yes.
I mean, when you get turned sideways in the surf, there's not much.
No.
You're reaching for an oar like we talked about earlier. Where
Yep.
do you keep your oar?
I
in
know,
the
I
bag, in
know.
the front, on the side. You know, you're just trying to grab it. You're
Absolutely.
grabbing for anything.
But that was a great finish.
It was a great
Nice
night
job
of-
to Mike.
great night of
Love
racing,
seeing
too.
Matt Spires sneaking in
Yes.
a
Oh,
second
my
there.
God.
He's another boy. I mean, a lot of these guys, they train so much. And they have second jobs. I know Matt Spires is a veteran fireman, and
Yeah.
he's working every day, trying to find time to train and have families. And
Yeah,
it's
that's
a lot of commitment that I give a lot of these guys and girls a lot of credit.
And we're just waiting on the official scores right now.
Yes.
A little nice wave, whoever was out there on the next
Absolutely.
place.
Here you can check out on the screen. Join us. The next few Fridays, we will be live, as well as August 6th, which is a Wednesday, at the Ventnor Women's Lifeguard Championship. This is the first year we will be.
Yes.
It will be still named after the late, great Bill Howarth.
Yes.
But we are having our own female South Jerseys this
gonna be
year.
so exciting. I will
Mirroring the
definitely be
men.
there.
But yeah, we're very excited to be privileged to host that this year.
And I got a shout out to Fran for letting me fill in for
Yes.
him. You know, I was very nervous coming
Love
in
you,
here.
Fran. I miss you, but I loved having Alex.
Yes.
It's so great catching up.
It was fun, and he'll be back.
Okay, so we're going to head to a commercial right now before we wrap it up with the final scores. So thank you, Stampone, O'Brien, Dilsheimer, Holloway Law, and Calvi Electric, as well as all the rest of our sponsors.
Warehouse Dock Fitness, Stone Crafters, and Swift Law Firm.
Family owned and operated since 1909, Calvi Electric Company is a staple in the South Jersey community. While earning the reputation for excellence with commercial, industrial, and institutional clients, Calvi has always been committed to service. And now, with the expansion into the residential market, we're able to provide electrical services to all of our neighbors. Whether you have an electrical emergency, need to become code compliant, or just a need to upgrade, Calvi is committed to providing all of our customers quality, competitive services and pricing. No job is too big or too small. Please visit calvielectric.com to learn more about our history and capabilities, or call us 609-345-0151.
What's justice to a team with well over a century of combined legal experience, with over 15,000 personal injury cases won and a 99% success rate? It's a decision to speak up for the vulnerable and help them find their voice. It's a stance to never settle for less than you deserve and always demand the utmost respect. Because justice isn't a destination, it's something you work for, you fight for, with every case and every client. At Stampone, O'Brien, Dilsheimer Law, we weren't always the big kid on the block. We know what it's like to be overworked and underappreciated in a community of proud, hardworking people who pour their heart and soul into everything they do. We know that either you run the day or the day runs you. So to all our friends, family, neighbors, and clients who have suffered injury at the hands of another, it's time to seek out the justice you deserve. It's time to seek out Stampone, O'Brien, Dilsheimer Law.
Thanks, Meg and Alex. We're here with the winner of the men's singles tonight, Mike McGrath, the Longport Beach Patrol. Mike, congratulations. Tremendous start out there. Was that the key to the win tonight, was getting out as cleanly, as quickly as you did?
I mean, that's part of singles. It's start, turn, finish. So, I mean, this one's a bit of a longer row. So, I mean, there's a lot more rowing involved in this one than some of the other ones, 5-minute races. But, yeah, I mean, a good start was definitely what I needed.
Would you prefer that longer row? Does that suit you better?
Yeah, I like longer rows. Kind of gives the seasoned vets like myself some time to make some room.
You were bunched up at that flag. I had you in third behind Sea Isle and Cape May. What was the difference? It is kind of track meet with those swells coming in there, but how did you create that separation back in?
I think right off the flag there was a little swell that I jumped on for 3, 4, 5 strokes maybe, and created a little bit of a gap, and I just tried to hang on to just dive down on all those waves.
39 years old, still dominating here, part of the winning doubles crew here tonight at the Hoffmans. How does this set you up for the Margates and then the Jerseys?
Hopefully we can take this momentum into the next 2 races. Sean and I haven't won South Jerseys yet, so I mean that's one of the reasons we're still rowing 20 years later. So hopefully we can catch it this year.
That's tremendous. Congratulations. Nice work tonight. Back to you, Alex and Meg.
Okay, thank you.
All right, yeah.
Congratulations again to Mike. Solid victory right there.
Solid victory.
So these are, it looks like, our unofficial final standings. Congrats to you,
Thank you.
Alex and
Thank
Brigantine.
you. I mean, you know, I just talked a lot, but I didn't have to do all the hard stuff.
Looks like Brigantine is in first with 19 points, followed by Longport with 16, Ocean City with 15, Margate with 12, and Wildwood with 10 are our unofficial results as it stands right here. And it has been a pleasure having you.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Tonight,
And,
yes.
like we said, without, you know, the family support and all that, and all these competitors have families at home
great.
and they're out here. And,
absolutely.
You know, they're just doing what they love,
yeah.
which is great to watch.
It is. It's fun. I mean, who you can't ask for a better job.
No,
absolutely.
It's the best job I've ever had.
I know. That's why we're still doing it.
100%.
28 and 24 years later. So we want to thank everybody for hanging with us tonight. Special shout out to my husband, Lynn, who has been my commentary and score checker
great job.
all
God,
night.
he was on top of that.
Finn is here. Your family, I'm sure, is watching at home.
Yes, my wife is at work right now, and but I appreciate, you know, my mom and dad watching the kids, and hopefully they're watching.
Absolutely, I'm sure.
Laughing at me.
I know. Well, memories forever now.
Absolutely.
So, so we are going to wrap it up here from Wildwood Beach. Beautiful skyline and the Ferris wheel going and the rides. People are still hanging out.
I mean, it is magical.
It is. So check in with us. We will be back next Friday at the Margate Memorials, followed by the Jerseys and Avalon, and then our 2 Ventnor races, the women's South Jersey and Ventnor, as well as the Gowdy Rescue races in Ventnor later on in August. We want to take a moment to thank our sponsors.
Yes.
Stampone O'Brien, Dilsheimer Holloway Law, the Viking Rowing Club Foundation, Calvi Electric, Orehouse and Van Dyne, Doc's Fitness, Stone Crafters, and of course the Swift Law Firm. So thanks again for hanging with us. If you're on the beach, swim in front of a lifeguard, and we hope you have a terrific rest of your summer, and we will see you next Friday.
Yep. Take care.